Now with 14 Olympic gold medals to his name, Phelps has mixed emotions as he returns to the pool that started a decade of dominance. Shaking the winner's hand is admittedly not a fun thing to do, and for the past 2 years, that's exactly what the Texas men's swimming and diving team has done at the NCAA championship meet. They're here in the Valley taking a shot at their dream of playing professional hockey. As you can see, this Mission linebacker has taken plenty of hits to the front of his head. The game was set to be played here at House Park Field. And although the cancellation means one less game for Travis High School, even the senior players understand that the situation involves more than just football. Coming up on Longhorn Extra, cornerback Duke Thomas is making a complete 180 from his normal spot on the field. Find out where he's moving to. Plus, missing the end of last season won't stop Jeremy Hills from proving he can have a future in the NFL. Hear why Ahmad Brooks thinks he could be a surprise come draft day. And All-American Isaac Murphy is halfway through his headline events after day one of Texas Relays. Good evening and welcome to Longhorn Extra. I'm Alex Stockwell. Spring officially started last week, but it's not official until DKR Stadium is filled with fans ready to watch the annual Texas football spring game. Although the offense lost the Olympic speed of Marquise Goodwin, Dwayne Aquina thinks he's found the answer in DBU to add more depth to the wide receiver spot. On Wednesday, Texas announced that sophomore cornerback Duke Thomas will be splitting time between wide receiver and the corner in the spring game Saturday. In his high school days, Thomas lined up at wide receiver and will help the offense fill the holes left by Marquise Goodwin and Caleb Jones. Mack Brown feels comfortable with the shift due to an abundance of the secondary. Thomas will showcase his talent on the other side of the ball with his teammates.
I think you can see some guys who play hard, do the job, and make big plays and that are exciting.
And before the Longhorns take the field, you can catch Lowell Galindo, Ahmad Brooks, and Ricky Williams bringing you Texas Game Day starting at 5:30, leading right up to the spring game at 6:30. All of that on Longhorn Network. Sophomore pitcher Parker French will be back on the bump this Thursday in the Oklahoma State Series after missing last week's start against Minnesota. French was out due to tendonitis in his right elbow, the same arm that kept French off the mound for the end of last season. Fortunately, history has yet to repeat itself as French says he feels fine in his elbow. Shaking the winner's hand is admittedly not a fun thing to do, and for the past 2 years, that's exactly what the Texas men's swimming and diving team has done at the NCAA championship meet. However, this season is a different story. Eddie Reese explains the Longhorns' chances of bringing home the team's first national title since 2010.
Men's swimming in the country has taken off. It's almost twice as good as it was last year. We have to hit. We cannot make any mistakes.
As expected, the Texas football spring game is right around the corner, but Ahmad Brooks explains what might be unexpected for this year's battle of the orange and white. Mercedes and Ed Couch make up one of the deepest running rivalries in the Valley. But tonight's game means more to Mercedes than the battle for bragging rights against their top opponent. The Tigers have extra motivation with the return of their injured quarterback, Isaiah Garza, who was left paralyzed following a car wreck back in August.
It means a lot because, well, today I went to the high school and they were all there supporting me and saying they were going to play for me, and it just means a lot that they're playing for me and they're playing their heart out.
Both Mercedes and Ed Couch Elsa are undefeated in district play, so tonight's game is a fight to prove which team will keep up their winning streak. Head coach Mike Uribe says that this game goes beyond the final score or adding another win to their record.
Isaiah for the last 3 years has been our true leader, and obviously with this accident that occurred a few months ago, it's been devastating to the team, but football teaches us about perseverance and strength and overcoming obstacles, so him being here, I cannot explain how much it means to our program.
One of the most emotional moments on the field happened before the game even started. The entire Ed Couch Elsa team left the rivalry on the bench, just for a moment, as they went up to Garza to show their respect and support for his return.
Hey, keep it strong, man. Keep the best team with me. I didn't expect that to happen, but it really touched me that they did that.
The game of football is more than just a game. It teaches us life lessons, and this is one of the toughest lessons to learn, what he's going through. So I think these young men and Isaiah, there's a bigger purpose, and it's in God's hands.
Reporting in Mercedes, Alex Stockwell, KVEO News Center 23.
All right, roll up.
5 a.m. bike rides are nothing out of the ordinary for these devoted cyclists. But what is remarkable is the number of cyclists that showed up to ride this morning. Nearly 200 gathered for a memorial bike ride to honor Eddie Arguelles, the cyclist who was killed by a drunk driver last week while riding his bike.
For a lot of us, it is hard to get back on, especially after hearing something like this. So it is very healing.
The memorial bike ride is the product of Arguelles' wife, Monette, who is also an avid cyclist.
As devastated as she was, and between tears, she told us, "Hey guys, I want to do a memorial ride for Eddie next Thursday at 5 a.m. So this is how it came about.
But the turnout of more than 100 cyclists was unexpected. Officers from the Edinburgh, McAllen, and Far police departments were called in to escort the cyclists throughout their 15-mile bike ride.
It's amazing, overwhelming. I was just moved by everyone's support, and I'm not going to give up the road. I'm still here. I'm still going to carry on his memory and his legacy.
Arguelles' death marks the second fatal cyclist accident in Edinburgh in less than 1 month. The cyclist community is campaigning for more bike safety across the valley.
That is my biggest hope, that we can evoke that kind of change.
We're talking to different groups. We're being more proactive. So I think things are going to change. The valley's going to change.
Reporting in Edinburgh, Alex Stockwell, KVEO News Center 23.